Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a guided check-in message. I actually don't know what it's about. I just felt very strongly pulled to the table. It feels like there's sort of a message of healing in the energy, and that wouldn't be overly surprising. We have Jupiter sitting at 0 degrees of Cancer. Cancer is cardinal water. It's very intuitive, very empathic. It's the moon, it's the mother energy. It can have a very healing component to it. But also, we have Mercury in Cancer at the same time. So that could be coming up to the surface for a lot of people right now. A lot of that self healing energy. But also, of course, it carries with it the mother energy. So that could be present for a lot of people. I don't know. I just felt a strong emotional pull to the table for whoever needs this message. We are almost to a full moon in Sagittarius. And Jupiter just entered Cancer today. Very loaded astrology. And as we get further towards Cancer season, about 10 days from when I record this, it gets a lot more emotional, a lot deeper, a lot more empathy, which is a very good thing right now for the collective. Okay, from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, what do we have? What's the overall energy for whoever needs this message? Wrong deck. We'll get two. Just two. Seeing the true you. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Look at how she's looking at her reflection, but not really deep into the still waters. She's like parting through the water to see deeper and deeper to the true self. Let's do another one. Could be spending a lot of time alone right now and doing that internalized process. Again, not surprising. In the world, not of the world. Yeah, that internalized process. One of my favorite cards in any deck. Look at how she's emerging from the water, from those depths. It's like finding who you really are, separate from everything around you, everything that in society, friends, family, jobs, all that stuff. That's the real worldly stuff. I always say with this card, it's a reminder that we are not humans having spiritual experiences. We're spirits having a human experience. We're in this world. We're not made of it. And that's the true you right there. Very strong water energy. And then we have restore and replenish. Feel the healing energy. This reminds me of the Four of Swords. I see that coming out a lot in the collective readings right now. Okay. Let's do some astrology. That's dangerous. This could be astrological energy in your chart and somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation. What do we have, please? From the star codes. Look at this. Chiron, healing energy. Right now we have Chiron sitting, is it in the last degree of Aries? So about to move into Taurus. But Chiron is the location of our deepest unhealed wound. Not just that, though, it's from the examining, the understanding, and the empathy that we gain from that process that we can become a healer ourselves, as we all are. Okay, healing energy. What else? Confrontation and opposition. On the bottom of the deck, I see the South Node. The South Node is our past. It's our comfort zone. So you could be doing a lot of healing to do with your past and something there that you're confronting within you. Okay. What else? We have the Vesta. This always reminds me of the Four of Wands, and it definitely does have to do with stability In this case, though, because of the healing and seeing the true you, I think it's that flame being protected. Like those pillars around that flame seem to be like a shield protecting your heart from, in the world, not of it, right? And that is also about inner stability. We have the Juno, the partnership. I don't know why I'm so surprised to see this, but out of the blue, this is very Libra-like energy. Look at these bluebirds. They mate for life. And one more for whoever needs this message. It's a very reluctant, okay. And then we have the second house. That's interesting. On the bottom of the deck, I see Scorpio energy. Scorpio is the eighth house. It's the house of the hidden, the unknown, the house of the psyche, the psychic. It is Pluto energy. It has to do with past lives and our deep self. And then, this is driving me crazy. Then we have the second house, Taurus's house. These are in opposition. And a partnership here. Okay, interesting. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, okay, we'll go to the good tarot. Let me see you. We have this seeing the true you and healing with Chiron. Look what comes out right away. The Four of Wands. And I was just saying that flame, the true you at the core of you. And then we have the Emperor. The Emperor is divine masculine energy, Aries energy, but also for me as a reader, Taurus and Capricorn. Okay, the Four of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Swords. This is communication. This could be you talking to somebody. I mean, the Emperor could be father, husband, very stable energy. Through you. Let me see this opposition or confrontation in your heart space. The Five of Cups. This has to do with sadness and regret, looking at the past, things that have slipped away. It can have a lot to do with guilt as well. And that's pretty interesting with this confrontation, but there is a sadness here and something that needs healing. It's like confronting that within you. Yeah, Ace of Swords, confronting it. Okay, let's see what's up next for you with this Vesta. The Eternal Flame. Wow. We have the Lovers, Gemini's Major Arcana. We're in Gemini season, yes, but do you guys notice this card, as well as the Emperor and Empress, coming out in so many readings right now? The Lovers is a very deep soul connection. It's one that usually causes you to see the true you, because it wakes you up to that flame inside of you that never stopped burning, that maybe you didn't see before. It could have been because there was too much in the surrounding. I mean, this in the world, not of it, right? That could be the case. Nevertheless, when we encounter lovers type connections or situations on our path, it naturally sends us into this kind of a, I won't call it a dilemma, but this awakening. The Ten of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about this season. The Ten of Cups is the everything card. It is about, I mean, this can be about you remembering what happiness is. And then I see the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, I keep saying, is my getting the toe wet in the water of possibility. It's like stepping your toe into the kiddie pool as opposed to a waterfall. And this is a waterfall, the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. Look at all the water coming out. Okay. I was going to say, let me see the energy around you with the Juno or the partnership. We have the Five of Wands, Leo energy. Right now, Mars is in Leo. We have the Emperor. That's Mars energy in Leo. This is about wanting to, with the Juno, wanting to beat out some kind of competition, to be a victor. Because I see the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, a partnership. The Emperor, I mean, maybe this has to do with your work, your career, because we have the second house right there. And what you do, how you make your money. Two of Cups, spiritual partnership. Let me see the Five of Wands. Yeah. The Three of Wands. A lot of fire coming out. Okay. The Three of Wands and the partnership. In the world, not of the world. This is about looking at your future with a different kind of view, seeing it in a different way. There's something that you're looking at, or somebody with this Ten of Cups and the Lovers that you want to form a partnership with. And with this Page of Cups, it's just you testing out the waters, right? Let me see the potential outcome here with the second house. Then I'm going to grab a different deck. Okay, interesting. This could be who you're approaching. We have the Queen of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But the Queen of Swords is very, very smart. This is somebody who's seen a lot and learned a lot. Generally speaking, she's very open, very communicative. I mean, this could be somebody you're speaking to about your work, about your career. We have the second house there. And that came with the Sun. Beautiful. Leo's major arcana. The Sun is about happiness and hope and healing. Healing. Knight of Swords. You could be learning something. Okay. Let's just get into it with a different deck. Let's go. Interestingly enough, I'm being gravitated towards the Rider-Waite, and the Sun is on the bottom. And the Four of Wands and the Emperor. Let me get a card there. Four of Wands, Five of Wands. Four of Wands and the Emperor. And healing. The Sun. Oh. And the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is very strong career energy with the second house over here. It's a legacy. It has to do in the world, not of the world. Yeah. Okay. Let me see the Five of Cups. Three of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Three of Swords is memories of heartbreak from the past. This could have to do with your work, with your career. We have that healing energy of Chiron, but nevertheless, the swords are our thoughts. It's in our mind. And it definitely comes to the surface anytime the lovers, we're going to be asked to take a risk as a way so that we can see it, so that we can heal it. This is in your heart space, the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. That's why Chiron came up with the healing. And this is you confronting that. Yeah, Ten of Swords. The past is over. Letting the past be in the past. Beautiful. Knight of Cups. Okay. Let me see the Page of Cups. This could be a message that you want to send out. Let me see this Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups came back out. Very sweet. Look at all the water energy. This could be you. I mean, this could have to do with your creativity and the true you, that fire inside of you. All these wands here. Wands are fire energy, and that is about passion. Look who came out. The Knight of Wands. And I was just talking about wands being about passion. We have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. That's enthusiasm. Okay. The true you. Let me see the Three of Fire. This is somebody around you potentially. Yeah, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. Okay. That is inspiring this healing and that lover's energy. Let me see the Three of Fire. What are you looking at? Because there's a competition of some kind. The lovers. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Two of Cups. The partnership. I don't know if this has to do with, I mean, it is career. I think it's stability. But we have the Ten of Cups too. Let me see the Sun. We've seen that twice, right? It's here with you and here at the end too. The Sun and the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. We have the Fool, Aries Major Arcana. The Fool, Mars energy coming through very strong. The Fool is a leap of faith onto a brand new path. And it could require that you have a beginner's mind, which as the Emperor, maybe that's not that easy for you to do. The Emperor is usually, the authority. But in the world, not of the world, he's the authority of what's in the world. High Priestess. She is the High Priestess is the authority of everything that's not of the world. And then the Fool, taking a leap of faith into that unknown. Let me see that Three of Swords. Confronting this sadness. The King of Wands and the Emperor. Wow. I'll say it again. With the Sun and the Emperor and the Four of Wands, potentially you could have achieved a fairly high position or state of recognition in your former career. And I say former because you're moving forward here. And we have you approaching with kind of a beginner's mind, which again, for the Emperor. Then the Queen of Wands came out. We saw the King of Wands. Whoa. The King and the Queen of Wands. No wonder you're having this kind of a heart awakening. The Queen of Wands is very passionate, very, very creative. And so is the King. They're natural leaders. And we have this partnership here. Why am I losing my voice? Okay. Let me see the Fool. What are you going to jump into? The Ten of Cups. right there. You're jumping into the waterfall. And underneath on the bottom is Jupiter. 0 degrees of Cancer, the Wheel of Fortune, destiny. Let me get one more on the 5 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is capable of representing the other half of the 10 of Pentacles. And that's what you want to build. So you're coming to the table to find a partner. Not just, I mean, there's a lot of passion and creativity and fire energy here too, but also some earth energy. Because it does have to do with resources. I'm getting strong like entrepreneurial energy, like building something from the heart, or very creative, seeing the true you. Yeah. The Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy. The Magician works with all 4 aces to create the beginning that they want. We go from the Fool, the first card, to the Magician, the second card. This is like reinvention. And it's worth a leap of faith. 10 of Cups. And the Tower. Oh, isn't that interesting? The Tower is Uranus energy to me as a reader because it represents sudden change. And right now we have Taurus, second house here. Uranus is in Taurus, sitting at that final degree. It's about to change. Out of nowhere, the Magician, the 10 of Cups, and the Tower. This could require relocation. Let me get one more on that 3 of Swords, and then I'll move to the blue deck. The 4 of Cups and the Devil. The 4 of Cups is about emotional hesitation, emotional neutral. And the Devil comes from a place of fear from what you needed to confront right here. It's Saturn energy. And it is about the cycles that keep us back. And really examining within you where that lives. And it looks like that's what you're doing. And then the Chariot. Cancer's major arcana. Queen of Wands. Beautiful. So you've done a lot of healing. Let me see one more on that Knight of Swords. The 2 of Wands. Interesting. We go 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and then the Leap. 4 of Wands right here. I feel like it has something to do with maybe building a creative or spiritual partnership. And you're coming from a place where you're used to being kind of more in control. I mean, the Emperor is a very boss-like energy. But this is entering a different kind of experience for you. Death and Judgment and the Emperor. It's like death and rebirth. And the true you. That's what you've done right here. Right there. Okay. Let's go to the blue deck. Sword of Romance. Another card that's coming out a lot. But yeah, 10 of Cups. Twice we get that in the reading. That's that Cancerian energy. It's very intense. Yes, Cancer is very nurturing, but like I said, it opens your heart like nothing else. Let's have another one. The door to romance is number 33. Financial constraints, 5 of Pentacles. Something about a partnership. Another one. Come on. Might be it. But that's interesting because financial constraints is number 13 and door to romance is 33. And then we have victory. That's the Chariot energy. We've seen that a few times. Appreciation. Storm warning. The Tower. And we have this all tied up energy. And I wonder if that's your process back here. It could be. Okay. What should we do here? We'll do you a moon card because we are almost at a full moon in Sagittarius. For whoever needs this message. First quarter moon in Leo. Be humble. The Emperor. And getting your feet wet in the water. But I was saying that's not really Emperor territory, but neither is the 10 of Cups. You're learning to operate from a different place. And that takes some adjusting. Interesting new moon in Cancer. Says relax. Okay. A couple of talisman. Consider these to be like power words that you can take away from the reading with you. If they resonate, of course, like the whole reading. Rebirth. In the world, not of the world. And the true you. The Emperor is very much of the world. But this is a different side of you. We have change, power, Aquarius energy. Could be about your change with this Emperor too. Equilibrium, success, resilience, balanced emotions, and happiness. Very powerful reading, my friends. Okay, let's close it off with a card from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, so take it only as it resonates. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope it resonated. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. You know, with Neptune and Mercury at that beginning degrees of Cancer, like I said, incredibly empathic, incredibly spiritual. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And then freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. The Magician is you, if you want it to be. The path is clear. The Tower. I don't know what this Tower is, but that's the turmoil that brings the blessing, as the Tower always does. All right, that's what I have for you, my friends. I'll see you very soon. Take care, you guys. Namaste.